Y'all gonna stop hating.
Anyway.
Just go. Just go ahead. Oh, and he changed it. See how y'all do? I'm telling you.
Just
There's no
killing
love.
I'm not
Where's the
changing it.
love? Where is the love?
And this headache I got.
Why is that shit so long?
What is it?
A jerk meats commercial.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No.
Yo, I literally just spit my coffee out on my shirt.
Yes.
Jerk mate. Never jerk off by yourself.
Hey yo.
Yo.
It's early. We only a minute in.
Never jerk off alone.
Oh
It's
my
too
god.
early. It's too early.
It's too early.
Now, Craig, you know what your problem is. You have no game.
You ain't got no game.
Oh my god. Hey yo.
Man.
I was
That-
like, they played the whole commercial. I didn't think they was gonna play the whole commercial.
My stomach.
Mhm.
Y'all is funny.
Well,
Anyway.
anyway, we're gonna get a lot done.
In my Joe Biden voice.
We're going to get a lot done.
Well, I said let's go ahead and start the show then.
Oh, this shit about to start rocking. It's about to rock it, man.
What?
Huh?
What?
You said pocket rocket. What?
The beat about to rock in my headphones? What?
Pocket pussy.
Shout out Dave Chappelle.
D-Mark got that heat.
What you saying now? I'm the man now. I be flying in the bird when I land down. Bands on bands now, and I got hella fans now. Chopper hit 'em, we call that a man down. I keep them racks on me, but I don't rap for free. They say that I'm Hollywood, it don't bother me. Bitch, please don't follow me, I don't do no following. Only taking phone calls when that money calling me. Choppers as tall as me, ballin' I gotta be. Niggas acting like bitches always got the tick. White on me, yo Gotti expired me. I was just a youngin' tryna get it, yeah we gotta eat. First it be fiery, make these niggas get tired of me. You a worker, I'm a boss, nigga, you can't fire me. Keep green like celery, dodging all of these felonies. Killing them with my melodies, going hard like on every beat. Shot it, thought it forever be. Fans, they keep on telling me that I'm the hardest in the street. Wait till I hit the industry. At first they wasn't feeling me, now these bitches, they feeling me. I'm on top where the ceiling be. They done made my night hearing me, but what you saying now? I'm the man now. I be flying in the bird when I land down. Bands on bands now, and I got hella fans now. Chopper hit 'em, we call that a man down. I keep them racks on me, but I don't rap for free. They say that I'm Hollywood, it don't bother me. Bitch, please don't follow me, I don't do no following. Only taking phone calls when that money calling me.
It's always
Oh God. Anyway.
The fact that he got up, I know he got up and walked away.
Keem, you got one job, bro. You got one job, bro.
Bro.
30 seconds in Keem time is like
There is.
45 minutes, maybe.
Hey,
I'm
man.
45 minutes.
Bro, what the fuck, man?
What's going on, everybody?
And Keaton when they had a quickie during the intro.
Bro.
Keaton
Really?
came back. What's
How
going
long do you think the intro is?
Hey, something good for me.
Oh, you got a tequila sunrise.
Oh, you really know your drinks?
on? I got sweet tea.
Oh, from Zaxby's. At least
This
from
drink
Zaxby's.
right here is amazing.
I don't have anything.
I got
How
That's
you
my
get
point.
emotional when I get home later.
coffee.
Hilarious.
But the fact that
Hilarious.
you still won't back in time, though. But listen, though. Yeah, man, that intro be going, bro.
That intro
Shut-
dead.
Hey, shout out to VDOT, man.
Shout out
I-
B
You
Dot.
said the Virginia Department of Transportation?
I talked to VDOT last week. He said he's gonna try to lay something down specifically for the show.
Boy, that thing looking crazy now.
That look good.
I'm a little jealous.
But yeah, hopefully that Virginia tactical intro coming soon, man. So
Hey.
yeah, be on the lookout for that. That's I know that's gonna be fire too. But anyway, welcome back, man. We back at it again. If you see our faces, then you know it's Tuesday, or at least some day of the week, around 9:30. Not exactly 9:30, but 9:30-ish.
You know that's CP time.
CP time.
We be on here when we get on here.
But we're here.
Nicole,
know.
what's going on?
We coming
But-
strong tonight.
But we're here. Okay?
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Better late than never, but never late is better.
Ooh, Drizzy Drake, you drinking and driving.
Boy.
That boy drinking and driving.
Right.
That's a dangerous thing.
Drizzy Drake. Anyway. Yeah, man. So welcome back to another episode of the Gun Line, man. Hey. Yeah. That's about it tonight. But I'm your host, Banks. Right? It's so many people calling me Sean right now. It's getting ridiculous. I don't know, and it makes me feel out of place. So like, I don't know who
It
you
should be
actually
your
talking.
name is Sean Banks.
No, man, I don't know. Like Sean there, I'm like, I don't know. Is he? I don't know.
I said, who was that?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to call him Banks. Is Banks here? Yeah, Sean Banks. How may I help you?
God damn it.
Struggling with that coffee, ain't you?
Seriously. Well, this shirt too small anyway.
It looked pretty good on you.
Yeah.
I mean, your muscles just getting bigger.
It's getting bigger.
Right,
Oh,
and I ain't
God.
talking about my biceps.
Ain't talking about my biceps.
Oh,
You
God.
But listen, though,
Yeah.
yay. We doing this with the whole Virginia tactical team, man. Ken ain't at home. He at work, though, but he's still in the place to be.
Mm.
It's
Yeah.
good, y'all.
His name is just Ken tonight.
I'm just kidding tonight. AKA webcam shorty. AKA I'm on Wi-Fi. AKA no headphones. AKA I look like an old 08 Android phone camera.
But I told you,
Looks horrible.
yeah, but your eyes still look so good in the camera.
You look blazing.
What?
Oh God.
Hilarious.
I do. I don't. I'm gonna cut the camera.
From and we got Mrs. Ibn something.
Missing my hubby.
Oh, that
Oh.
is
That's so sweet.
so cute.
Mm.
I'm gonna give her
Oh,
something.
God.
Uh-huh.
And I can't wait for it.
Oh, God.
Anyway, moving on.
Right.
We got.
Do we need to get off this live? Like everybody just need to turn off their
Nah.
cameras and get off
I gotta
live.
get home in about
He's
an
not
hour.
here. I was gonna say he's not here. What could possibly happen?
I can get home in about 2 hours. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Man, we got Mrs. Banks here with us
Hello,
tonight.
everybody. AKA Smith and West need to go ahead and give me that deal. AKA your favorite female instructor.
Hey, come on.
Hey,
Come on with it.
Okay.
Come on
Mr.
with
the
it.
best for last. Here you come.
Ooh, boy. But last but not least, man, we got King Dingaling himself. Mr. Sig never fails. Hashtag Big Sig.
What's going on, everybody? I'm about to open up like Sean. No, I can't. What's going on, everybody? I hope y'all got your drink, got your cigar, got your beer, got your wine. What else on this? Whatever you need to drink on, because we got one for the books tonight.
Wow.
It's a lot.
I resent that because I had none of that shit.
It's all right, bro.
It's all right.
Yeah, no. But no, we do got a lot to talk about tonight, though. So many things changing. And if we ain't careful, man, look, man, we're gonna have a rough road ahead of us. But before we even get started into that, man, look, if you won't out there with us this weekend, you missed it, bro.
Sunday was a fun day.
You missed it. That's all I got to say about that. We had a great time out there this on Sunday, man. We got some good training in, some good work in. Oh man, it was like that, man. So shout out to everybody that did come out. We got David, and we got another David, and we got Tanisha and India,
Got a
Brooklyn.
shout out
BGI came out. Man,
Brother Sean and Jason.
Sean and Jason.
Some newbies, Miss BB and Myron.
And the OG of OG, Carlton came out there.
Carlton.
That's the OG
Carlton.
right there.
Derek. Yeah, man. Look, we had a good time out there, bro. Like,
Shout out to everybody, man. We had a great time.
God, if you weren't there, man, like we was turned up, man. We got some good work in. I know everybody shot, right at 300, if not more than 300 rounds out there. So we all got some good trigger time, man. And then after everybody left, we did a little something ourselves, man. But we was tired, man. I'm still feeling it a little bit, man. My back killing me, But it's all worth it, though, to really get that good training in. So if you won't there'll be other opportunities like this weekend. Hope to see some more folks out there. But no, we definitely had a great time out there, man. Big Sig. What the hell?
Keeps running away.
I'm good. Hold up. I'm good. Go ahead. Keep going.
She's taking the shirt off, go ahead.
Well, then take it off then.
No.
All right, there we go.
But yeah, anyway, so moving on. What we got, man, for the folks today, man? So many gun law changes, and obviously, I guess we'll dive right on into it, man. We seen what Canada did last week. They waited no time at all, which is pretty crazy, man. So obviously, has it been a year since they banned ARs? Was it 2 years ago?
I think it was a year.
I think I'm saying a year.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure they said it was a year.
Yeah, so they banned ARs last year, handguns this year, and for all the folks that say, well, they're not coming after the guns, they can't do that. Well, Canada is completely different than the United States, but that just goes to show that, hey, we gonna take it step by step, or they gonna take it step by step. They'll take a little bit now, so they can take the rest later.
They're about to become Australia. Just wait.
And so you done banned ARs, and now you frozen, nationwide or Canadian nationwide, the purchase and sale of handguns. So the
And
folks
transferring.
So the folks there, got a lot to look out for, man, because next they're gonna introduce some type of buyback program or confiscation or voluntary give back or something of that nature. So, like I said, we always that ain't that bad ourselves until,
It's bad.
oblivion. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And so we got a lot to look out for here in the States, but as you see, different states are already taking it upon themselves to make some things happen. But really, before we move into the States though, what y'all think about what's going on in Canada right now?
I mean, that's a rough program. They were just talking about how they're going to enforce like the handgun freeze, like how they were going to figure out, I guess, how they were going to keep that from happening.
Well, from my understanding, they do have a registry.
Right.
So
Canada has a registry.
Right. So they do know who does own firearms. So of course, them getting them back is going to be easy for them.
Right.
In most cases. But
Right.
I don't know if they have if they did private party transfers like we did, which I'm sure they did. But who's to say those people have followed those laws, and who's to say that everybody didn't lose their guns in a boating accident? So who knows?
Right. So for the legal gun owners, you guys better watch out up there, right? Because the illegal guns, and I'm sure there are illegal guns in Canada.
I'm sure they are.
They ain't got nothing to worry about because they're illegal to begin with, But for all the legal gun owners up there, hey man, look.
I mean, I take it as it's. I don't know. How do I say it to not really offend anybody's point of view?
Ken, what the hell you doing,
bro? What? What?
I just feel like for me the actual ban doesn't really solve the problem. I get if you follow me, like a ban of firearms does not stop a criminal from being a criminal. Obviously, the people doing these mass shootings, they're criminals. People that rob houses, they're a criminal. Armed robbery, banks, whatever, etc. Whatever your poison is, still makes you a criminal. But taking guns from law-abiding citizens, tax-paying citizens, it doesn't solve the problem of a criminal being able to get their hands on a gun. No. People can have the argument of, oh, well, they bought that gun legally. Okay, I can also go buy a kidney on the black market. So if I want to buy a gun, I can. At the same time, I'm like, it doesn't solve anything to ban firearms. And you have so many people out here that I feel are just feeding into the media and saying, oh yeah, absolutely. We should definitely get rid of ARs. Let's get rid of AR-15s, high powered, rifles. Okay, cool. Guy walks into a store or a bank, hypothetically, robs it with a handgun. Then what are you gonna say next? Oh my God, let's ban high powered pistols. It's like I don't get it. It's not going to change the title of a criminal because you take away the gun from a law-abiding citizen. I think that's all I'm saying.
If I'm a criminal, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying right now. This is life.
Made a whole bunch of easy targets.
Talking to a guy at work today, it's just this gun conversation of gun laws and gun ban. We might as well say pencils misspell words. Cars drive drunk, you know what I'm saying? Like it's human operate, we operate the actual firearm, we operate the vehicle, it's literally not the firearm itself. So the only way to truly mask something like this I mean, it's completely hard. You know, you could try to do psych tests, but you know, somebody that could buy a gun a year from now could be totally fine when he bought it, you know, down the road.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like there's no true way to stop a criminal. There's no way to stop criminal activity. So this the banning of weapons, although, you know, given the situation of what's going on, I feel like they're talking around the true conversation of actually what needs to be done.
That's how I feel. Like it's not like you're just. I feel like it's almost like you're just making an excuse of, you know, okay. Like I had this conversation last week, so I was like, okay, let's say you ban handguns. Cool. All right, you ban handguns. But what's to say a dude doesn't get Chevy 2500 diesel drive along the sidewalks? He just made that into a weapon. So are you going to ban all Chevy trucks? No, it's the driver behind the wheel, like Keem said earlier. It's the driver behind the wheel. It's the person behind the firearm. So yes, I would go more into like the psyche, you know, evaluation portion of it, as opposed to anything. And yeah, I don't know where somebody's going to be a year from now, you know, and how they're going to feel, because in any scenario or situation or, you know, life altering, you know, decision can be made within a year to where, you know, that little flip of a switch, which is cool. But then you have some people that have owned guns the last 40, 50, 60, 70 years, you know, and have constantly, you know, inherited firearms from their family or constantly passed down firearms to their family. And that gun has been in the safe, has never gone off.
Bro, there's literally more guns in the world than there are human beings right now. I mean, to really understand that,
not even just the world, the U.S.
Right?
That's just the U.S. alone.
What do you truly do? Say it does go into effect. What happens to the existing guns? You think people just going to come in and let you? You think the military is going to stand behind, you know, a true confiscation of true confiscation of all guns? Negative, absolutely not.
They don't have a choice.
So,
that's part of the job.
Well, yeah, for the military, that's kind of hard because that's your job. Like you either quit or.
I've heard mixed feelings, and a guy in the left-hand screen can tell you itself. A lot of people would literally step off before they go.
But you're talking about your livelihood. You're talking about whether or not you're going to go to jail or prison for not following the order.
I'm glad you said that. You have literally, you had literally, like to address that livelihood standpoint. Like you literally had a third of the military drop out for and leave the military for not getting a COVID shot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you talking about civil liberties. So if you got a third of the military dropping out and leaving for not getting a vaccination, when we literally get cattle herded, you know, to these different shots that we have absolutely no idea what. So, I mean, that's what I say to that.
All I'm going to say is they just better, if they decide they won't take our firearms, they better bring a truck because we got a truckload to fill. That's all I'm going to say. just his household alone.
They need to bring a train.
Let me I know I said what I said, but let me kind of play devil's advocate to pick everybody's brain. Let's say hypothetically, you know, God forbid in that situation in 6 months. Let's say they do come down the street saying they're confiscating this area. You know, we're in this area to confiscate all firearms. We know you have 7 firearms, you know, or you ran background checks for et cetera, for 7 or 8 firearms, however many you got. What would you literally do? Would you really try to go bullet for bullet with the military over a gun? You have a family to think about too.
This is so to answer to go first, I guess. This is small compared to the masses that would. So they already attempted one time. I want to say this gentleman was in Texas. He lost his life. An older white gentleman. They attempted to come confiscate his firearms, and he fought back. You know, granted that was in Texas, but again, this is deeper than just the banning of firearms. Like this is literally our natural born right as a U.S. citizen to own and bear arms. So
that's not a natural born right. That was given to us by the government. That's not a natural born right, though. Freedom is more of a natural born right.
Well, not even that
based on how they put it.
Based on how they put it.
Based on how they put it, yes, but it's not really like it's something that was implemented for us
It
by
just-
the government to
Well,
protect us from
well,
them.
if we put it like that, the right to be able to defend ourselves would be a natural born right.
Right.
To defend yourself, yes, but
If
it's
so,
also-
I mean, if you want to put it that way.
Okay, so to defend yourself, yes, but at the same time, and again, I'm playing devil's advocate because we already know I'm an advocate of guns, obviously, but to defend yourself, yes, but it doesn't have to say to defend yourself with firearms. It doesn't have to say that. That's why it's not necessarily a natural born right the way you word it. To defend yourself, absolutely, but it's not literally. It doesn't. They could literally alter it and say, well,
But to defend
you can
yourself
defend
is
yourself, but not with firearms.
defend yourself is so open ended, and that can include firearms, whether it's your hands, your legs, your feet, your toes, your fingernails. It could be anything.
I need a rocket launcher.
I want one too.
Breon, what's
It
up,
don't
bro?
look like you getting one anytime
So,
soon.
Good evening.
Yeah, right.
That's all I'm asking.
We got a class
to
3
say.
weapons license. We can do whatever the fuck we want to do.
Right now, today.
That's all I'm saying. I'm just on a sense of. It says technically no black person.
I mean, yeah, we know that, but
No.
right now operating in the fact that we can.
Yeah, we're operating of
otherwise.
us actually being law-abiding citizens, not being in the 1800s. But what would you do? Would you literally want to go toe to toe with the military? Would you go toe to toe with guns, knowing you got kids, you got family and friends, loved ones, everything like that? If it came down to it,
Did you get the COVID shot?
did I get the COVID shot?
Yeah.
Is the sky blue? Hell no, I ain't get the damn COVID shot.
You answered my question.
That's the backwards.
Wait, I'm about to say this guy is
The sky,
Right.
But anyway, what's up, Breon, man? Look, we doing all right, man. You missed it, man.
It's
Shit,
all sarcasm, but no,
you
I did not
missed
get the COVID
you
shot.
missed it.
I don't
bro.
believe in that either. So it's just me.
As easy as that, then, you know?
Yeah, but at the same time, and this is me now. I'm asking it. He said, "Keep that damn shot fast." For me, if it came to it, we want to confiscate your firearms, I will have to look back at my wife and my kids. And was like, am I ready to go toe to toe and lose my life and take my life away from them? And now I traumatize them because they're like, well, damn, my dad didn't win in the shootout with the military because they wanted to take his guns.
Why are you saying no shootout? Now,
Right.
That's literally a shootout. If you said no, like they're gonna come in. That's almost like martial law.
Okay, so okay. Hold on. Right? See, one of the biggest reasons why the government will use that as their absolute last resort is because one, people think the two-way and the Second Amendment community is such a small part of this country. People really think that we're almost like a cult in size and things like that. But the Second Amendment community is vast. I mean, vast throughout this country. You know what I'm saying? So that is one reason why the government will absolutely use that as their last, their last option. But because they know the type of opposition that they would receive as a whole would be great. Now, when it comes to the Second Amendment itself, we're talking about, tyranny and, the right to keep and bear arms to defend ourselves from tyranny. Tyranny is, in fact, the U.S. government, or implied towards the U.S. government itself.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of people that would fight for that. See, because the reason I say that it should be the case, whether or not a lot of people choose to or not, think about Hurricane Katrina, right? During that devastating time, the U.S. government, went in and confiscated firearms, door to door, confiscating firearms instead of lending help. They confiscated firearms. You know what I'm saying? And so all it takes is something to happen to where people are willingly giving over their firearms or feel like that they have no other choice. But in the grand scheme of things, I feel like, the Second Amendment community as a whole is not having that shit. Like maybe I don't know. The people that I'm like, I don't know. I'll just give my gun. You know, instead of having any types of problems or anything, like I'll just give a gun. You know, give it back. I don't need it anyway. It's been in the closet for X amount of years and blah, blah, blah. Here, take it back. You know, there are people like that. And there's people on the other side of that say this is just a step towards something a lot bigger. Because if you feel like you can come to my house and take something that I bought with my own money, then what is stopping you from doing the next thing? And it's people that think like that. You know what I'm saying? Because quite naturally, you know, if you give an inch, they will take them out. And with the different types
of government,
So if we give up 10 round, you know, give or concede to 10 round mags now, and then we give up and concede to AR bands now, and then next thing you know, we giving up and conceding to handguns now, and then next thing you know, we can't have this knife, and it doesn't stop, you know. And so at some point, you know, you got to think, I mean, what are your civil liberties, you know, worth to you? You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's just something to think about.
That's why I wanted to ask.
It's pretty solid.
It's
pretty solid.
Yeah, you were late to the party. You late to the party that happened on Sunday because we was lit out there, man. We had a good time, bro.
Oh God, word.
Yeah, you missed it.
You enjoyed it, bro.
Yeah, man. You late. Private party can be detained. So yeah.
Yeah, but if you don't pay you don't pay taxes on your house, they can come take that motherfucker.
Well, you got that right.
It's the
my house if I don't pay personal property tax, they can come and snatch all your shit. I get what you're saying, homie. I really do, but the government is still a government.
So at the time, right, you know, they keep the government or Biden or whoever the hell keep using the argument that, you know, if we were quite naturally supposed to defend ourselves in the event that our government became tyrannical, then the of course
became what?
Tyrannical.
No, I heard you. It just sounded good when it come off your tongue. Go ahead.
Oh wow!
What the?
He blushing.
Anyway, but God damn it, you fucked me up, man. Anyway, so quite naturally, we should have been able to have. I mean, if thinking solely based on the Second Amendment, right? We should have been able to have the same types of tools, right, that the government has themselves. You know, if we really talking about being able to really defend ourselves from a tyrannical government, the only way to do so effectively is to own the same tools, right?
You can for the right price.
Well, so as Joe Biden would say, you can't own a tank and this, that, and the third, or blah blah blah. I'm like, well, based on the Second Amendment, like what we should be able to buy a tank, though, right? You know, but then he says, you know, the Second Amendment won't meant for black folks, no way. But anyway,
which we know is true. I mean,
which we also knows, right? But you know,
it wasn't created with us in mind. No, however, thanks to certain parts of the nation and Martin Luther and the Black Panther Party, you know, and other entities like such, we were able to be included. And Harriet Tubman with her rifle.
Go ahead, baby.
You better preach now.
Yeah, but we ain't gonna talk about that, right? So,
right.
You know, we got a lot of people that talk about Harriet Tubman, you know, and you know, the freedom fighters and things like that, but didn't realize that the freedom fighters all carry firearms and
rifles.
You know, and those rifles are what made us be able to escape the plantations and things of that nature. But we don't want to talk about that. We want to whitewash and, you know, forget about critical race theory and things of that nature, you know, to make everybody fucking feel better about themselves and not have white guilt. But fuck that, right? Harriet Tubman carried around a rifle. They took her picture down, stopped painting her picture with her rifle, you know, to make it seem like she was just another person on the Underground Railroad. But she made the railroad, her Winchester rifle.
That was a way to brainwash us in education.
Yeah,
I mean, that quite literally would be impossible to happen without having some kind of firearm. Like, she would not have been able to do what she did without having something.
That's true. But like I said, when you look at it, when you look at all the people that they talk about, the quote unquote heroes when it comes to like civil rights and everything, they don't paint the picture that they believed in firearms. So obviously,
bro, what the hell? We got the hell. What? Rate my tits.
Who showed it?
Right, who did show it?
Who showed it? The damn thing.
You know. But yeah, you know, Benjamin, what's going on? Good evening to you. But yeah, you know, folks like that, and Martin Luther King, you know, who, yes, of course, he practiced.
He had multiple firearms in his house.
God damn it, you didn't beat me to my shit, man. God damn it, Ken.
Oh, was you about to say that?
Yeah, nigga.
We simpatico, great minds think alike.
You know, but anyway, so if you ever have the chance to read, you know, if you ever have a chance to read, you know, The Nigger and the Gun, man, you'll understand that a lot of these prominent figures who they try to whitewash now, you know, always carry protection, you know, always have protection with them. You know, Martin Luther King, like we just talked about, you know, of course he practiced nonviolence. See, because that's the same thing that we do. We practice nonviolence and protest, right? We're not the aggressors here. You know, we carry a firearm to defend ourselves, right? Because that's our right to do so, you know. And while he practiced nonviolent protest, he had about 20 guns in the house at any given time. And the people with him carried. You know what I mean? A lot of what we couldn't have done, you know, without the quote unquote radicalness, you know, of the Malcolm X and the Black Panther Party. You know, because they were legitimate afraid of these people, as you see what they did with these organizations internally.
They were afraid of them because they obviously were educated people.
No, I mean, yeah, but the biggest thing for them was they were scared that we were going to do to them what they did to us. That's really the biggest fear.
That's what I'm saying, but because that didn't happen, that made us more fearful, or made them more fearful. Excuse me, because it never happened. Because they're like, okay, they're educated,
I mean,
and that's why they want to stop critical race theory. But yeah, so. I forgot what the hell the original conversation was about.
About the new changes, you know, critical race theory. You can go on and on about it, but we got to talk about these changes that's coming up down the pipeline.
Yeah, so that was Canada, right? You know, but obviously, like I said, we got some changes going on here in the States as well, man. So starting out with California, King, man, tell us what's going on out there, or what they're trying to do out there.
Oh boy, so a lot of things going on in California right now. They already got the 10 round. You got California compliant magazines at this point in time.
California's registry or guns is literally like
5 manufacturers, not even
like 5 manufacturers long. And it's like you can't even hardly get a gun legally there, man. Hey, but go ahead, man.
No, you're right. I mean, they've made it so hard to try to deter you from ever buying or wanting to buy a firearm, you know.
And yet they have some of the highest crime rates. That's crazy.
Yeah, right.
Talk about it.
Woo.
Nuts, right? Like,
so,
now how does that make sense, right? Like, anyway, go ahead.
So pretty much they're trying to banned pretty much semi-automatics of detachable magazine, i.e. AR-15. So that's out of the question at this point. And these are not in effect, but these are in, they're in talks. They're trying to get these passed off.
The bullet button.
Then you got pretty much each not state, but each person, each home would have to register their legit home of how many ever firearms they would have. So your home would have to be registered.
Sheesh, boy.
With the state. Insane. But that's not even the worst one. Get this.
I thought you registered the home you lived in when you went to the DMV.
Right? Like what?
So that's not the worst one. That's not the worst one.
So saying X address 90210. This house has 8 guns in there.
Right. So you
have to define what guns they are.
So
it's bland right now. I'm sure you would.
It's probably within 911 call. Like it will pop up, and once that police officer put in that address, it will tell them how many firearms.
They'll be able to see if there are firearms in the house.
Right, and then they'd be able to show up and be even more scared of shit to show up to that house.
Yep.
Yeah.
So more people are gonna die. That's
yeah, that would sound like to me too.
What else they trying to do?
The kicker is, lastly, is that if you're attempting to purchase firearms, they're going to request that you get a background check to purchase firearms, to purchase ammo, ammunition. So they're requiring a background check for any purchases.
Crazy. You know how randomly we get ammo, or people randomly just buy one box. Why the fuck would you want to do a background check for each box that you buy?
But that's the point, though. That's the point.
Right.
Keep you from wanting to purchase.
Think about that, yo.
So here's also where I'm curious. So, like, what if you're somebody who has the equipment to do reloads? Then what?
Oh, you probably can't even do that shit in California.
You probably can't.
But how would they know?
Well, the criminals. I mean.
But I mean, like, do you have to go through a legal means, like a FFL deal or something, to buy the equipment that makes ammunition?
Well, but the thing about it is, like, so what can happen?
So how would you know?
So what I'm saying is, what can happen is if you're trying to purchase something online, obviously, if they don't sell it in the States, they don't. But if, like most times when you're trying to purchase something online, it could be like you can put in the address and it will prompt you like, we do not sell in California. That's what I most likely would guess.
And that's cool. But what if you already have the equipment? Then what?
Well, I mean, then you just a criminal illegally manufacturing ammo.
Yeah.
Can you fly to California with a firearm?
Why would you even want to try?
Bro, I wouldn't even. Yeah, don't even try, bro.
I mean, unless you full on check with them, know the laws, and your gun is, I just wouldn't even try. It'd just be too risky.
This is very random, off topic. Well, it's kind of on topic, but off topic. Walmart doesn't sell firearms anymore, right?
No, they sell The only thing they sell is shotgun shells. That's it.
Yeah. Well, now Walmart did used to sell shotguns. You're right.
They used to sell rifles as well.
Yeah. They still sell 22 as well. They sell 22.
But like 9 mil and stuff, they don't do anymore. Like they
literally remember that back section being like the hunting and whatever section.
Yeah, they used to sell shotguns, shotgun shit.
They used to also sell fish and pets too.
It happened when
they do sell shotguns and rifles. Some does do that, but the majority of them don't.
No, I know down here in the 7.5 that's dead.
No, none of them do now. After that guy,
Benjamin just said in Oklahoma.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Some do.
So I thought they had banned all Walmarts from. Well, Walmart changed their mind when that guy had went in there with an AK. I think I can't remember.
He reloaded or something in the mart. Yeah,
I couldn't remember like the exact scenario. Yeah, but I mean,
which I just found very funny that nobody else in Texas had a gun to kill him. But
yeah, it's very strange.
I was like, in Texas? Oh, okay. I can see you said New York. I don't like, but in Texas?
Hancock Village and Chattanooga does still. Oh, okay.
Well, and Breon, you bring up a good point too, because like it's anytime we'll go to if we got to do a background check, and if they start really looking at how much ammo people buy and stuff like that, any given time, somebody like us will go to the store and buy a whole case, or buy 1,000 rounds. And then they'd be like, why does like this person literally bought 1,000 rounds of ammunition?
That's
I
all.
mean,
That's all it's gonna do.
I feel like it makes it easier for somebody to throw a red flag at you, and then damn, I'm fucked. You know,
Yeah.
they're really trying to enforce that
That's-
even more.
That's going to be a serious red flag, and that's then red flag is one of the things that's probably going to go nationwide. And that's something
Right.
that is on the table for sure.
because people looked at me crazy when I went up to Green Top and bought like 6 guns at one time, and they were like, people was like freaking out and shit. I'm like, mind your damn business, first of all.
And I
I'd have
got
been like, can I get a loan?
Yeah,
right, and I got to conceal. So Matt, get you some business.
I'm
Oh,
like, buy
man.
me one. Shit.
Hey, that John do be funny, bro. Y'all should, hey, chat. Y'all should see the looks we get, bro, when we all get up with our stuff. We be getting looked at straight weird, bro. Especially when we got our holsters on going in there, like to get gas or whatever. They be looking like, what they ready to do?
right.
Buy gas.
People be
It's
going
their
crazy.
joint. Like, what are you
That
doing for?
uncomfortable.
It's a booty hole.
Right.
But yeah, man, doing a background check to buy ammo, man, that shit is ridiculous, and honestly a waste of money, man. From the state side, if you ask me, well, actually,
Not
it'll
the
probably
same
it'll make the state more money, actually.
Right.
Yeah.
There's no
and-
telling how much they charge on background check in Cali. So,
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
especially for a
Your
firearm.
arm and your leg.
Probably
Right.
$150.
Yeah, I don't even give it that. I think it's more than that, to be honest.
Can you
Sean, I
imagine
gotta
that, bro?
say,
Like, you like, God, do I want to put this $10 in my gas tank to get to the range or to get to the firearm joint? Or do I need this $10 to purchase ammo to do background checks?
Yeah. You said what? King?
I said I gotta say it. We done brought it up a whole bunch of times. To everybody out there, and I'm gonna speak up. To everybody out there, please just what is a universal background check?
We need
Yeah,
universal background check.
What
Everybody-
is a
somebody
universal
drop that in-
background check?
Somebody drop that in the chat.
We need
Everybody
universal
that's on the
insurance,
chat right now.
but,
Please, can you define what a universal background?
What a
check
universe, not statewide,
Statewide.
not state
Universal.
background check. That just said not federal background check, a universal.
And what is the difference?
Because people, I literally get so many calls. We all do get so many calls. Like, well, can I do? Well, what if somebody's supposed to? And and just asking so many questions about the background check. And I said, well, contrary to what you've heard in the news or on the from your president himself, your background check goes through Virginia State Police, ATF, and FBI. Like, how much more do you fucking need?
As I say, what else have you done?
Like,
Right.
So,
I mean, how much more universal can we be?
You an international spy? We need to go through the
Right,
international
like,
means.
you're a
Interpol.
spy.
We need to go to
I
Interpol.
just don't understand.
I'll take the universal insurance if we going universal with something.
I mean, I
Right.
just don't. I don't get it.
Because we always get them questions.
universal
bought a
background
gun.
check is
Do I
just
gotta
not
do it again?
grammatically correct.
Yeah,
Just so
you do.
everybody knows. That's
And people get so offended when we talk like this because it's like, you don't support universal background checks, and I'm like, you tell me what the fuck a universal
you
background
already
check
go through a federal background check. You can't
is.
go.
I'm like, you tell me, like, what else? What else? I'm like, I can't believe you don't support universal background checks. I'm like, bro, I do background checks every fucking day. What are you talking about?
Every
Of course I support it. I do it. Like, what are you talking? What else do you need? Well, if a person is mentally ill, then they can still buy a gun. That is not true, because if a person
It's
is
not
mentally
true.
ill and that shit is documented, that shit comes up on their background check.
Yes, it
And
does.
they get denied.
I told multiple people that they was like, well, what if somebody is like bipolar or whatever? I was like, if you have been like clinically diagnosed as bipolar, it's going to show up and you cannot get a gun. Now, if you're just that person that has an attitude problem and you think you flip your switch, you be like, oh, I'm bipolar. Have you
Bro,
gone to a doctor?
like the
No.
Geminis.
Exhibit A.
Move on.
I'm like, it
But
just
no, you cannot
it's
self-diagnose yourself and then say, "Well, I'm bipolar. Can I still get a gun?"
Right.
You not going to a doctor. You don't even know if you're bipolar. You probably just got an attitude problem. But
you
no,
know,
if you have something documented from a mental institute or by a doctor that you have a mental illness, no, you cannot get a firearm.
Breon,
right.
listen.
You can't even get even if you got a weed card, you can't buy a fucking gun.
Nope.
That's
You
right.
you can't pass a background check.
The
I'm like,
the
bro,
gun show loophole.
Yes.
The gun
We're
show
not sitting there
loophole.
running background
We've
checks.
seen
Somebody
Gun
play the
show.
clip.
What's the gun show loophole? What is that?
Roll your president because he said at,
So the president said you could go to the gun show. You don't have to run a background check to buy fire.
Right.
Not
knows?
true.
Yeah.
Sir.
that's but that's when you tell the nation that
I feel
and
like
people believe that
us,
shit.
we as
Who's
people
This
have,
nigga dumb.
have grown
He said
just
booyah.
completely. We don't do anything for ourselves. We don't
Research.
think for ourselves. We don't do no research.
Right.
We'll do everything else but the obvious.
But
We
you
just
know
wait to see
what
Fox
though?
News say, and we go
We're
with it.
expecting it should be that if the president or the media tells you something, it should not be that you have to go behind them and fact check.
Correct.
But you do.
You shouldn't. That's
I'm
your own
surprised
fucking
Facebook is
president.
not fact checking President Biden on every fucking thing since they fact check every fucking thing else.
Instead of listening to Biden, how about you just call fucking Virginia Tactical? We'll tell you what it is.
You doggone right. We got all the answers.
I'm like, yo,
The
bro,
gun show.
bro, like,
Keeping a buck with you.
like, stop saying that, bro. Like, there's no gun show loophole. Like, you can't go to the gun show and buy a gun without a
As a matter
background
of fact, if you get denied, you're getting arrested
You
today.
going to jail.
You
Like,
You,
it's-
they are coming to the table,
Boy,
looking
you
at
be-
your paperwork and see what you lied about. You going to jail.
That is the last
You'd be
case.
surprised how many people come up to us and try to holler at us. Like, man, you know,
Nope.
I'm like, you think you know, I'm like, oh, ain't no loophole. I'm like, bro, stop listening to that shit, bro. Ain't no loophole. No, you got to do a background check. You know, we talked about this so
anybody
much.
out there
Keep listening to that dumb shit.
That thinking you could come up to us and we're going to give you a deal or we're going to do something under the
I ain't
table.
going to jail for you.
We're a business. This is our livelihood.
Legitimate.
It is not going to happen.
You think I'm
I
gonna
am not
risk
going to jail for you.
this license and 15 years in jail for $500, nigga? You
And
get
no,
your ass on my face.
Actually,
Look at me.
the ATF
I
form.
know I'm going to get put in a cell with a 380-pound white man named Bubba.
Wait, on the ATF form, it actually says up to 25 years and $1 million fine. It's printed right at the top.
I ain't got 25. Look what they get paid in jail. I ain't gonna get that $1 million.
Speaking of ATF, there's a free test that you can physically take to see if you're eligible or not.
That's
Free.
all you got to do.
Free.
So check this out. And I kind of got mad about it. I put that test up. I put that post up like a year and a half ago. I was like, if you're unsure, take the eligibility test on VirginiaStatePolice.com. Put the whole thing there. One like. But then you get mad when your ass can't get it done. Take the fucking test is free.
It's free, and you can call them. You can call them
You
and
not
not
going to
go
jail.
to
They
jail.
actually, well,
The
you got
background
warrants
check.
out.
You might want
So you got warrants, you might go to
Don't
jail.
tell them where you at.
Like, what's your name again?
Don't tell them where you at.
Not. What's your name again?
No, but seriously though, man,
Wow.
like stop
This is not a
listening
credit
to
check.
the media. But you'd be surprised how many calls we get, you know, and people literally just get so mad at us, you know, for not supporting quote unquote universal background checks. But you can't even tell me what a universal background check.
background check?
Like, what else
Yes,
would that
yeah.
include?
You know, like I don't know. I don't get it. But yeah, so moving on, man. So that was California. You know, which is crazy in itself. Like that shit is like nuts to me.
California just
Like,
might as well say don't even have guns at this point because
I mean, for real though. Like, I mean,
it's like because I literally went to go look up and see what kind of guns they can have. It was like literally 5 manufacturers, and I think I'm just being generous with the number 5 for real.
like you can't do nothing. Yeah, you fly in there if you want to with a gun.
Right.
That's probably why so many people already have them illegally, though. I mean, clearly they have an issue.
Yeah, with illegal
And the
guns
gun
and
laws
shit.
aren't it.
You know. All right. So what's next? What states we got next?
So we got Florida, Connecticut, New York,
Maryland.
Colorado.
Maryland,
What they trying to do?
Go ahead, Bailey.
So far as I know, is Maryland is something with AR. I'm not sure. I didn't really go over it.
San Quentin.
Say that again.
They're doing something with ARs.
No, I know in Maryland, you shoot that whole list when we go to Chantilly, that joint is strict.
Well,
They can
Maryland,
barely have-
Maryland
they
is
just
very
did
difficult.
P80s up there in Maryland.
P80s, that's what it is.
P80s.
Mhm.
P80s.
Yeah, then they just did P80s up there. Of course, like getting the AR in Maryland is hard as it is. It got to be on the the
The
approved
approval
list.
Mhm.
They can it's only literally like 3 or 4 types of manufacturers and models of ARs they can get up there.
Like
Anyway.
they're literally picky about a barrel on a rifle.
Yeah, if you got a SOCOM barrel or a heavy barrel or anything like that, then it's illegal. Like, I mean, it's just crazy. Can we talk about the fact that people keep saying military grade?
Oh
boy.
God.
Hey, I'm gonna say that's
See-
your specialty, so go ahead, have a way.
See, there are inherent differences between this regular AR-15 and a military assault rifle, because those are assault rifles, right? The AR-15 civilian is not an assault rifle. There are some differences. One, the mechanisms are different, the bolt carrier, the trigger, and not to mention the fact that it's fully fucking automatic.
Which we saw in SHOT Show, by the way.
Like there's
That
some
was military
differences. So I hate when people say you shouldn't own military grade weapons. I'm like, you don't.
So
Keep
majority-
Hey, add to the death list of what is that?
I'm like, okay.
Right. What is that? What does that mean?
What
You
is that?
tell what does a
What does that
military grade weapon mean?
That's
See,
right.
because
That's-
honestly, when people hear fucking military grade, or when I hear military grade, because being that I was in the military is cheap as fuck. And so a lot of the military grade shit is actually cheap ass shit. You know what I'm saying? But when you hear the term military grade, I'm like, God damn, that shit must be good. No, that shit is trash. Because the military is going to spend the least amount of money on some shit that they possibly can.
Now,
So-
I really think what it is, people see that they look alike, and that's where the misconception is coming from.
Not even that. Like Breon said, that people think that AR stands for assault rifle.
Right.
I
No.
mean, the media impose fear on people, and it's a wrap.
Oh, that's easy though.
It's
It's easy to do.
They literally
Boy,
got people like,
let me
oh my
tell you
god,
something.
military grade. Oh my god,
Let me tell you something.
why do we
Ghost
need
guns.
military grade?
Ghost guns.
If this podcast go national, oh Lord have mercy.
We in trouble.
I need us to go global.
Mm.
But yeah, man, like we correct so many people, man. Y'all got any assault rifles up there? This is somebody calling in. Thank you for calling Virginia Title. Go, this is Banks. Hey, y'all got any assault rifles up there? I said, no, sir, we don't. Oh, y'all ain't got no ARs up there? Yeah, I got ARs, but I ain't got no assault rifles.
Not the same.
Well, you know what I meant. No,
No,
I
fucking-
don't.
No, right.
I
I'm
didn't
sorry,
know
you got to be
one
specific
of
with me,
one.
sir. You
Right.
know,
Well,
because, but yeah, anyway, the military grade don't necessarily.
Effective devil
There's
in
some,
America. I like that.
And all those people out there that say
Mhm.
it's military grade, you ain't seen the price of military grade yet.
What is
Right.
that?
Right.
You know,
Like-
you ain't afford military.
now I can tell you who do got military grade shit. The legal gun owners in America, who
Because
got
they did a fucking
fully-
tax stamp.
no, I'm saying the illegal gun owners.
Oh, the
in
illegal.
America.
I thought you said legal.
Yeah, those people got some military
That's
grade
all right.
shit, full auto Mac 10s and full auto MP5s and shit like that. Where the fuck do you get that from, huh? But
I
you
don't wonder.
16 in Chicago with a fully auto Mac 10, right?
I don't
You
want
know, But you ain't get that from the gun store. I can tell you that.
No, you got that right.
You know. So anyway,
Speaking about up north now, sorry to switch gears. What New York says you're pretty much required to have a gun license to purchase a semi-automatic. What is a gun license?
Yes. So usually, in New York, really citizens they make it so hard for citizens, but you have to have some like a private business or like security. I guess that would specify, or like DOC, like that would specify you being a license.
So not an FFL, just
no,
it's separate.
It's a separate thing. It's a separate thing, yeah.
So you're really your license, quote unquote, license to
or
carry.
or your job is your license to carry. Like you have to carry because of your job type, I guess. I'm just assuming that's what that is. But most in cases,
I would say New York did raise the minimum age to 21 too.
So
right, we saw that. Yep.
Prohibited to sell a body armor unless you're law enforcement. Which we see a lot of people on gun shows racking up body armor.
That one I don't think is too far fetched. I can understand that one because
body armor.
In a small sense, I can understand body armor. Like, what application as a civilian?
Let me ask you this, Kim, before you go on.
AR-500 body armor on.
Is there any place? Well, no, yeah, I can say that. Is there any place in the U.S. that you can go 100 miles an hour in? What do I need a supercharger on the car for?
Sure do it.
What do I need a turbo on the car for? Why is the speed armor got 200 on the dash? It's the same concept. Because I want it.
No, I get what you said. I just said,
but you know what I'm saying. But no, I'm saying I'm glad you said that. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. I agree with that, but
I didn't put the defibrillator on my car and shit. You know,
knowing damn well I really can't feasibly use the supercharger like that.
You're not supposed to.
You're not supposed to. You can use it,
right?
But you're not supposed to.
But my thing is, there is federal and then there's stateside. So what stops somebody from New York traveling to Pennsylvania to a gun show getting that armor or those plates?
Nothing.
Well, I mean, nothing's stopping them, but it's the same concept of.
Well, I mean, I get that, but I'm saying I understand they're making these laws. We talk about this all the time, and there's always a loophole, whether it's legal or illegal.
Right. So Washington State just lowered their round count, to 10 rounds. But if I go one state over to the left, let me get my 30-round mags.
Same thing with Nevada. They bordered Cali, so they're in Nevada's an open carry state. Am I not correct?
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, I mean, we sure were there with ours. Yeah,
right. So what
we did open carry.
Hey, what? You broke up a little bit, Ken. Don't say that again. But anyway, like Sean said, I digress. That's my rant for the day.
So yeah, of course it's trickling down. Virginia. What do we hear about Northern Virginia again? Someone keep going to that. Oh, what's the matter?
Go ahead, Ken.
Go ahead, Ken.
So Virginia's kind of like looking to adapt a lot of these same laws. A lot of these are, pretty much copy and paste. So up in their age for rifles and long guns from 18 to 21. What did it bring up? It said that actually, which I didn't know, said that the Fairfax Police Department accepts unwanted guns. But it says, but the county doesn't offer any financial incentives for people to surrender their weapons. And it says, under state law, those firearms can be sold in a public auction if the person relinquishing them requests it. So if you say, I don't want my gun, but I want you to sell it. That's pretty weird. Because
so who's buying them?
He said,
the police is taking them and doing an auction for them, and the police is retaining the funds.
That's pretty much what it sounds like.
They getting that money. They getting them. That's like
obviously what we all know is they're looking to do a ban on AR-15s. That's pretty much heavy all throughout the nation right now.
Right. Yeah.
Excuse me. That's pretty much the main focus when it comes to gun control is the AR-15 ban. So, well, I mean, we'll see. Everybody, we all gonna keep an eye out. You know, it's still an unraveling story on what they want to do. Obviously, our newly appointed governor is definitely trying to fight against a lot of these things. So we'll see.
So the team from the Sandy Hook gun suit, has just reached out to Daniel Defense. You know, but we saw that coming though, right?
What's
Sandy Hook?
I'm just very
the other
curious.
place, right?
Huh?
Was it Sandy Hook or the people from Texas?
No, Sandy Hook. The team from the Sandy Hook gun suit that sued Remington has just reached out to Daniel Defense.
Oh, I thought it was the people from Uvalde doing that.
What?
But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, for Uvalde, because the guy used a Daniel Defense rifle, and then there are for the Buffalo shooter also used a Daniel Defense rifle as well.
So I'm curious how they're gonna make this stick as a thing.
Well, they're starting to pry. You know,
They're definitely gonna try.
Oh, I know they're gonna try. I'm just curious. I almost feel like I don't know if there was more that Remington could have done instead of just settling.
They may not have a choice.
They would have.
That's what I'm saying. I'm curious
for years and
more.
years. You know,
like once they won that opened the door for every single manufacturer ever to get.
Hey, hey, swear to God, Bria, I took literally what I was ready about to say. I was just about to say, like, when you think about that, like that concept, if you take like a drunk driver, like, oh, I'm going to sue Jack Daniels right now because he hit a car and killed X amount of people. Would that actually hold up in court?
But you want to know what's going to happen, and they're not going to necessarily win that because the U.S. has already gone through prohibition. They've seen how that's happened. They've seen the result of trying to ban alcohol and how that worked out. Not at all.
I'm be on the front line of the goddamn the prohibition.
But the same thing has never happened for guns. So until a similar situation happens with guns, they're going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. Like, about how
similar things had happened like that with guns before. That's why the government actually set aside, certain statutes prohibiting manufacturers from getting sued, which is what they now want to repeal.
But my thing is, if these people, I mean, that's probably everybody's same question. They bought them legally. What exactly does this manufacturer have to do, excuse me, with this mass shooting? Understand?
They'll find it. All they need is an ad or something that maybe made it seem like.
But I'm sure after Remington did that, all the manufacturers have learned that lesson. You don't even see gun ads on TV.
That's what I was gonna say. I don't even remember the last time I.
So this article says that they were marketing towards teens. Well, they're accused of marketing. No, this is
I thought it was for Remington.
They're accused
marketing towards teens.
That was Remington as well. Yes.
Yeah. So this is actually
where and when.
Yeah.
Bro, there's no gun commercials
not
ever.
Even one.
There's not any ads in magazines or in a newspaper. Like there's literally nowhere where they
had their own magazine.
I was saying, unless you subscribe to their magazine, an NRA magazine or a gun show, maybe. But like where? Did it like dig it up from 1970 or something?
When the boy wasn't even born?
Right.
So supposedly an unidentified person was like, this is one of the things that they were marketing. And no one has the right to tell you how much you want to defend your life. So I'll choose the most effective tool to get the job done. Defending your nation, defending your home. And they're saying that is
No,
slightly marketing.
I bet you
That's
that shit
insane.
could win.
that's insane.
That's
That's
not-
yeah.
that's
That's
That is a strong push. That's crazy.
And they're gonna strongly win.
Hold on, I'm putting the.
I mean, I don't know, man. Like that's a stretch, man. That is really a stretch.
But I mean, this is gonna be no different than anything
check out
else.
that
When
link.
somebody sues McDonald's for being overweight and winning, like this is literally
Banks.
going to be that.
Yeah, I got you.
You get it. Okay.
Yeah.
This is insane. Insane.
But this is my thing. Are they considering the age of these ads and the age of these people that did these mass shootings? Like, are those factors in that?
What you mean?
Like, I'm sure, like, so say this, if they were born in like 94 and this ad came out in the 80s. This person, that guy probably never seen that ad because they don't run those ads on TV. I can understand, like, back
Good point.
in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, they probably did run ads on TV. Now, they probably didn't. I don't know. But at the same time, how can they use that as an excuse to? I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know what like how else to say it. Like, it's weird to me. He's
Well, I
never
mean,
seen this ad.
I understand that, but then it's I mean, it's a lawyer's job to find that loophole. You know,
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
unfortunately, it's a lawyer's job to find that loophole. I think they're dumb loopholes, but nonetheless, they are loopholes.
Supposedly, the gun maker Daniel Defense posted an online advertising photo of a toddler holding an AR-style 15 just days
And it's-
before the elementary school shooting. What?
Whoa.
And it basically states, it says what it was a toddler holding it, and it's basically one of the caption was train up your child in the way he should go, and when
Right.
he is old he will not depart from it, which is a very old statement that's been used for a lot of different things, but unfortunately was used
That's
for a
in the
firearm in a child's
Bible.
school.
That's a verse in the Bible.
But that doesn't
Well,
mean that you're
yeah.
training up your child to go and shoot up a school. That's not what that means.
No,
Right.
no, but the visual of it is the misconception that everybody's seeing. That's what
Right.
it is.
And I
It's
got
the
what you're
visual.
saying. I'm just saying, like, you know, that's
Yeah.
stretching it.
So
to fit
I
your
think, and I
narrative.
think that's definitely what's putting him under hot water. And obviously, we can interpret that that's not what he meant, but
So
Not everybody's
basically,
gonna see
the
it like
media wants to twist Daniel Defense's
His
word and
words.
says
Yeah.
that the rifle that was used is the M4 carbine. That is the U.S. military's go-to rifle, says Daniel Defense in a blog post.
Oh my God, bro!
So they fuck themselves, basically.
You kidding me, bro?
Because that's literally like the lawyers are gonna take that and run with that shit.
Wow.
Interesting.
That sucks.
But I didn't have a Daniel Defense rifle. I can tell you that. I would. I sure enough will remember that one.
I mean, so what?
Man,
if,
that's crazy, man.
Think about it. Like, what if he goes and say, "I have never seen that ad before"? What are they gonna do then? Because this guy's still living.
He's not gonna say
So So I'm gonna play. Let's play the commercial, right?
All these guys still living. Play the commercial.
yeah, I was saying let's play the commercials. See what everybody thinks of it.
We love to build great guns.
That's Marty Daniel, founder of Daniel Defense, which authorities say made one of the weapons used by the Uvalde shooter around his 18th birthday, and which posted this provocative image of a toddler
That's
a
not
week before the
provocative.
slaughter.
It's morally
Uh-oh.
unconscionable. I'm shocked, but not surprised. You know that somebody is
Morally
doing this. Like, of course they are, because they can and they can make money doing it. But they need to stop. And they need to either shame them into stopping or legislate or regulate them into stopping.
The company took that image down, and yet Georgia-based Daniel Defense is a small firearms company with a big knack for headlines.
And my family's safety is my highest priority.
For example, when the NFL refused this Daniels ad for the Super Bowl because it promoted guns, Marty turned the rejection into an avalanche of attention.
the majority of the Super Bowl fans have the same values that we have at Daniel Defense, and that is we believe in protecting our families.
Gun control activists say the company is clearly going after younger customers with nods to pop culture icons and video games. While Marty keeps railing about gun control for the older set, as he did in this Outdoor Hub interview some years ago.
The anti-Second Amendment crowd just looks for any excuse to ban guns in any way they can.
Amid the anger after Uvalde, the company pulled out of this year's NRA convention, its display replaced with a popcorn stand. The company website says, "We are deeply saddened by the tragic events. We will cooperate with all federal, state, and local law enforcement authorities in their investigations." That pledge may be tested. Congress is asking Daniel for details about how he operates, noting, "Your company continues to manufacture large quantities of assault weapons and aggressively market them to the public. The deadly impact of your products is by design." While the company keeps leaning on its message of freedom, shooting sports, and growth.
It's the way we do business. It's the way we pay attention to every detail. It's the quality that we put into their product.
We asked Daniel Defense for any further comment.
I
We're
mean,
still
the
waiting.
dude- one,
Worth noting, though,
they're just saying that the dude is promoting his business. That's what he's doing. He's not promoting you to go out there and shoot up a school. He's promoting his business.
For all my Glock fans, I guess we should just look at Glock because that is probably the most highly promoted on all manufacturers.
Well, Glock's already gotten in trouble already.
Oh man.
That is the most.
I feel like I don't know, like I feel like a lot of this is like, you know what? Actually, you know what? No. From somebody who never grew up around guns, I can see how somebody seeing a picture of a child with a gun, a rifle, a shotgun, whatever, it seems provocative. But now being in the business and learning more about it, it's not.
It's not provocative.
What is wrong with training your child on how to use a gun? That doesn't mean that you're telling them to go out and kill people. There is a woman.
What would be the difference? What would be the difference if you took a picture of your child with a taser?
Or if you or the parents that go out there and when they see their kids getting ready to fight, sit there and say, "Do it, beat their ass. Don't you come back here until you beat their ass." How is that any different? How is that better?
Right.
Because I know my mama told me, "Don't you come back in this house." Unless you didn't beat them or they didn't beat you, but you ain't gonna come back in this house crying. Yeah.
Ask me if you want some ice cream.
Rest in peace, mama.
You whoop my ass fight him in the house.
Lord have mercy.
Like I'm speechless. Like I don't even have any comment on it at all.
Yeah, man. So I don't know. Like,
but again, it doesn't really address the root problem. It's the same age group of white men who keep doing it, or the Hispanic kid who probably is labeled as a white kid.
Well, they don't have a choice because on the background check they don't. It's not on
white.
there, so yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I don't understand. It's the same age group, and it's always, for the most part, it's always males. Same age group of males.
So let's get on to what they're trying to do nationwide, and keep in mind, everybody's so excited about it because this couldn't pass a vote without any opposition from the Republicans.
I did see that.
So if I can pull it back up, can I find it? Somebody help me find it.
I don't know what you're on.
I mean, I'm on the NRA website right now, but I had it pulled up. So off the top of the dome, so I know they are trying to, of course, the AR ban, 10 round capacities. what else was it? It was like 6 things, man.
So you gotta be 21 to buy any type of firearm. You can't be 18.
Yeah, 21 nationwide. Dang, I can't find it. Oh, let me see.
I forget what else was in it because it was a few days ago when I read it.
I mean, I'm not too so much against the 20 be 21 to buy a firearm, because I mean they moved tobacco up. You had to be 21 to buy it now, so
Right.
you had to be 21 to buy alcohol, and all that is controlled by the ATF. So
Yeah, that one. I mean, understandably, I do feel like that addresses, at least in general, the age group that is doing
look,
most of these mass shootings.
honestly, I feel like, okay, if we have to give something,
that would be the thing.
So it looks like it's a ban on certain firearm parts. So like your bump stocks, different things like that.
I thought bump stocks were
Safe
already-
storage provision. The bill includes several safe storage
provision. That's what it was.
How individual? Hold on. Let me. I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna read it, but I'm gonna drop the link.
yeah, you can't build your own ARs anymore.
You can't build your own. No.
So for those of you out there that like to build your own ARs, that probably don't work anyway. Can't do that no more.
Oh, that's trying to get around getting a background check. You still got to do a background check for the lower.
Exactly. Yeah. That's another misconception that a lot of people have too. That you can build your own gun without. I'm like, well, I could just 3D print it. I'm like, bro, don't tell me that. I'm like, please don't.
You can do whatever you want to do, but you yourself, it is illegal, dog.
Do what you want, you know, but don't tell me you gonna manufacture your own lures, because you going to jail.
For real.
Basically. Yeah, a lot of it is things we've already seen. We spoke on obviously the age restriction, the standard capacity magazines, which we know they're trying to go down to 10 rounds, but I guess going from 30 to 10 makes you less deadlier. Untraceable firearms, which we just spoke on, like lowers and receivers, different things like that. New firearms trafficking restrictions.
So that's straw purchases, right?
That's straw
there.
purchases, yeah.
Now,
So
straw purchases are already illegal.
Yes,
right.
I was about to say, anybody that don't know, that's already illegal.
You know, and if
also
you don't,
added that this provision will make it illegal to give someone a firearm as a gift, except in limited circumstances between certain family members.
Right.
So that's like inheriting.
Inheritance, yeah.
So going back up to, the trafficking restrictions, it like says, this will stop Boy Scout troops and 4-H clubs from having a firearms training program. That's nationwide. And 4-H is important. 4-H is really an important program to get kids to understand guns and the potential dangers of them, but how to properly manipulate them at an early age. 4-H programs are extremely important. Counties and states with 4-H programs, you don't see that type of crime. You don't see that type of negligent discharges or accidents within the families and the household. Like, look this stuff up, man. Like, you can't do away with programs that actually help, the youth when it comes to firearms. Like, I just don't understand. I don't understand that. And for those who don't understand what straw purchases are if you can't own a firearm and you can't buy a firearm, you coming in the gun shop with your girlfriend, and getting her to buy, some Glock 34 or something like that for you. That's a straw purchase. And obviously, if you come in the shop and do that, and I know that you're doing that, you can, I'm gonna ask you to leave, because obviously she buying this gun for you. That stuff is already illegal. But making it illegal to give someone a firearm as a gift, you said, except in limited circumstances. Like, what is limited circumstances? What does that mean?
Inheritance, like someone passes away.
So would that mean
between certain family members?
So would that mean no private sales?
No, it was no. So it doesn't include private sales. Not that. So that would be like so. Like I said, if someone passes away, you can't do a private sale with a dead person. You automatically get that gun because that's the part, right? You inherit that gun, so that wouldn't include you.
So, right. So it's allowing that. So if you can still do a private sale, what would it be stopping?
So say if I wanted to surprise Bailey and get her a new gun for Christmas, I wouldn't and buy the gun and then gift it to her for Christmas. I wouldn't be able to do that anymore.
Right.
So you'd still have to go to a private sale.
Remember the concept of like when guys was like, "Oh, I want that AR pistol that you guys got," and he was like, "No," and then you hear like a dad be like, "Oh, well, I can buy it and just gift it to you." Can't do that.
Correct.
Okay.
So
I mean, I get that not being like the best situation, but you would just still do a private sale because who's to dictate how much you sold it for?
Well, I mean, that's the things people go.
We got a special guest about to join us on the podcast.
Whoa.
I got a big one while that's happening. I mentioned it. I think I shared it to the chat.
Breon, no, that wouldn't be any different for married people. That you will still have to go through it. Technically, you're still supposed to go through that channel to do a private sale with your significant other.
Unless it never leaves the house.
Correct.
One of the big changes that the government is going to make to where you don't have to have a Republican vote is that they're thinking about doing 1,000% tax fee on every AR-15.
That was the thing I saw. That was what I saw.
So to put in perspective, the tax increase would increase from the current 500. So pretty much an AR-15, what they're basing it off of is between $500 to $2,000. This 1,000% tax increase would bring it up to $5,000 to $20,000.
Yes, I'm about to say take $2,000 and do 1,000% multiply that. Come on, man.
So what they're about to do is just cause a whole like a quick buy situation for
the idea is supposed to deter the younger American away from said firearms.
You're deterring everybody because they know nobody paid.
That's not deterred.
1,000% tax fee.
That's
ridiculous.
That's not gonna happen.
Think about how many ARs we have amongst each other.
Yeah, but you think about that. King, the reason it's not just Republicans that own firearms. There's a lot of Democrats that own firearms. Yeah. That's not going to swing.
As you read this more, though, it makes you mad because it's a possibility. It's a crazy possibility.
Like, I wish a nigga would.
but think about that. But like 1,000%, bro. That's their way of saying no. We didn't ban it. You can still own it.
But that's the thing. Remember, we said that months ago. We was like, they're not going to necessarily ban it, but they're going to make it to where the one thing we can't regulate is how much the government can tax you on something. And if they want to start, they want to like what they were trying to do at first when they was like, you got to have a tax stamp for each AR and each magazine, et cetera, et cetera. They were going to make it to where it was super expensive to where you couldn't afford it. So if you like, man, I just can't afford guns, and the sales drop, which I don't know why they believe that that's still going to stop criminals from doing what they do anyway.
I was going to say because they're just going to make more criminals.
That's that's my point. They're like, oh well, we didn't ban them, we just taxed them. You just couldn't afford it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway.
Man.
The gang is over here, huh?
Big time. Big time. What's going on, man? We got a special guest in the building, man. Motherfucking Mark Chopper, man. What's going on, man?
I've been trying to get on this podcast for some time now, man.
Yeah, nigga keep falling asleep on me, bro. God damn.
Y'all so late night, man.
God dang, man.
What y'all talking about on here, man?
Man, we talking about these new gun laws, man, that they trying to pass, man, and bring into effect.
They can start that shit if they want, man. This ain't no Canada, man. All right, I what they did over there. That ain't gonna fly over here. You want to bring all the people together. You want to bring everybody together to start just trying to take away our guns.
Man, look, like we were just talking about Northern Virginia, man, and Maryland, man. Y'all stop y'all P80s or quote unquote ghost guns up there.
Yeah,
you know they just passed that.
They did that, but that ain't nothing major.
No.
See, but we gonna keep saying that ain't major until we ain't got shit left.
Right.
Well, what you want? What you want to do? You want to go? You want to go storm the Capitol?
Hell no. They gonna shoot our black ass. I can tell you that.
What you do is you be the only black people in the middle of all the white people.
Right.
That's smart. That's actually genius.
Oh yeah. Look,
Did you a ring of white people?
You saw the picture of that one nigga that was in the foyer and whatever. I was like, bro, why you there? You lost as hell, bro. Like,
he looked lost. He looked like he didn't belong in there.
He looked like, oh, I done fucked up.
He's looking around and shit.
His goof ass was the first one to go to jail.
He looked like he was
I shouldn't be here.
What happened was that man was walking down the street minding his business. He saw 1,000 white people. He's like, I'm gonna just join them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Oh God, hilarious.
Man, but yeah, man, shit, bro. You know, you just getting off a world tour and shit, man. You had a good time down in Houston, didn't it?
Yeah, man. Houston showed me a lot of love, man. I think it's definitely because they're a gun state, you know. They got a lot of love in Houston, man.
Yeah, I said, man, I was following that joint. I said, man, you having a ball out there, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, we went to Tennessee, went to the RGG gun awards.
Yeah, I peeped that, man. I said, we got to get an invite, man. Next time, man, we got to get out there.
Yeah, it was. I posted it a couple times. You know, something awards for us, by us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for our people, man. It was beautiful.
Yeah, man.
You know, to finally get, to see Black Rambo get some real recognition, recognition, man, and get his flowers, where I got my flowers, brought up a lot of stuff that we're doing in the community. And just to be recognized, it felt good, because they be having like the Gundys and all that, man. We don't get no love in them joints.
Yeah.
You got that right.
Yeah, I seen you down there with of course with Zoe and them.
Mm-hmm. I brought the kids. We did like a little dad trip, a little world tour.
Yes, making sandwiches on the dashboard.
I'm telling you. Hey, look, man.
I was cracking up the whole time I watched the stories.
we had a great time. I'm telling you, y'all just don't know. We had a great time. We did Tennessee, then we drove to Texas, then we drove to Alabama. So from Texas, I sent my oldest daughter on a plane because she had a dance to be at. So it was her first time getting on a plane, by herself. First time getting on a plane by herself. So that was a good experience for her. Learn some independence. Now she know how to catch a flight. And then we got back on the road from Alabama and made it to a graduation this morning.
That's all right, bro. Yeah, I seen you was traveling through the night on that joint too, man.
No, that joint, I ain't gonna lie, that joint hurt me. But I was like, I had to be, It was her only graduation that she ever had. She didn't have like a when you go to elementary school, you go to middle school, you're supposed to have like a little graduation. Mm-hmm. But she was always been like moving around, This is the first time I'm like, Dave, all right, so we want to keep them at a school, so they're actually having a graduation. So I had to be there.
That's big.
Mm-hmm.
Respect, bro. Respect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's all right, bro. You eat watermelon?
He is crushing this
So,
watermelon. Like,
Bruh.
All right. Let me just say this. Let me just say this.
Hey, you been getting right, bro. I've been seeing you.
Let me
You
say
been
this,
getting right.
man. Let me just say that. I've been on the road for a week and a half. I don't want to see no more fast food. Nothing.
I know that's right.
I told my wife, I said, they order Fridays. I said, don't order me nothing from no Fridays. We done done with that for a little
jealous
while.
because you know the food good when black people sit up to eat it. My man said about 4 times and said, hit the
How y'all doing though, man?
Hey, look, bro. Everything is everything, man. Look, we doing all right, man. You know, we just had some classes this past weekend, man. But you know, we can't even call it, man. You know, it's been a journey, man. You already know we done talked about it. You know,
yeah.
But we loving this shit though, man. We here.
Hell yeah, y'all standing strong, man. Walking with a purpose.
Yeah,
y'all
we trying to get on your level.
Man, y'all represent well, man. That's all right. We're gonna build together. I'm coming out there tomorrow morning.
Yeah,
that's why I called you. Coming out there tomorrow morning.
Yeah, that's gonna be lit, man. We have, you know.
So you gonna bring some watermelon with you because it looks
right.
Really
You know, I just popped in. Y'all. But you know, I had to come in and say what's up to y'all. You know, I want to do it right when we do the podcast. I want to promote it and stuff. You know what I mean? And we're gonna do it right, and we're gonna really talk that shit. But I wanted to come on and say hey to y'all, man. And I love and respect everything what y'all doing.
Already, man. Yes, sir, man. You know, we definitely appreciate that support, man. You know, we're gonna keep building off of one another, man, and keep making this thing happen, man.
Yeah, hell yeah. We all got a part to play, man.
Yeah.
But I'll see you guys in the morning. I'm gonna get on the road to Richmond when I get up.
Yeah, I hear you, man.
I'm gonna push this thing. I was gonna say like 7 a.m. I said no. I might want to sleep in a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'll be to you guys before 12 o'clock.
All right, man. Look, if y'all, whoever out there watching, if you ain't following Mark Chopper, man, you behind on the times, man. But I'm sure a lot of the people watching here
drop your Instagram name, Chopper.
Mark Chopper.
Mark Chopper.
There you go.
Look, I'm the only one.
Joe can't wait, boy.
I've been Mark Chopper for over 10 years. that name been, you know what I mean? There ain't nobody can take that one.
That's right.
Yeah, you better go ahead and get that shit trademarked.
Right.
I know, right? It's been crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, man. All right, bro. Well, we see you tomorrow then, bro.
I'll see y'all.
All right, bro.
All right, though.
All right.
Yeah, man. So that was the motherfucking man.
Oh, look at Tuck. He all in his feelings. You can't.
Hey, Tuck.
Can't tell you how to.
Hey, listen, bro.
We got a class on Sunday.
You know you done fucked up, right? Look, I'm telling you and Breon, man. I'm like, y'all missed it, bro. Like it was
right.
God, we had a good fucking time out there, bro.
Yeah, man. We had a blast, y'all.
We had a good time, man. You know, we really got some good work in. You know, we hope to do it again this weekend, man. I know we got some concealed classes that's full for Saturday, but trying to get back on the range for this weekend.
Hey, Tuck, you should just call us every Sunday and just be like, all right, what's on the docket this week?
Right.
Bro,
y'all got coming up.
We was moving and shooting, and we was leaning and shooting, you know, and then we shooting and shooting fast, and you know, I mean, so many things out there, man. You know,
had a good time, man. It was a great
time. You see me, I'm 2 shades darker, like I couldn't have fucking afford that to begin with, like, but here I am. I can't even see myself in the fucking.
Boy, you fine, looking like a piece of Hershey chocolate.
Yeah, dark.
But for real though, y'all, one of many classes. That's definitely not the end for us. Y'all know how we roll.
No, just take off for Sunday. Just take off for Sunday.
Right. I told him that.
Tell him you go to church.
Take off for Sunday.
I thought she's going to church.
So you go to church. Yeah, man. You know, we had a great time out there, man.
Don't
Yeah.
say I gotta
The
go
weather
to
was
Praise the
the
Lord.
weather was perfect, bruh.
Weather was gorgeous. Weather was gorgeous.
Oh man.
We
You
drank
know.
plenty of water, man. We had a lot of fun, bro. Met some new people, bro. Like, we definitely, man, when y'all come out there, bro, we try to break the ice and get y'all comfortable, man, because we trying to bring y'all in like we family, you know what I'm saying?
It's family and trains. That's
bro.
all we want.
Yeah,
we don't want y'all to feel discouraged when y'all leave, or I don't think they like me or anything like that, or they didn't cater to me. We gonna talk to you. We gonna joke with you.
And we think about doing another raffle too, man. But y'all ain't treat us right with this last raffle, but it was for charity, so it is what it is. But got a Glock 19 coming up, bro. Got a Glock 19. If you don't want a Glock, want a Glock 19, you tripping.
Interesting.
I don't want a Glock 19 personally, but
I already got a Glock.
A 19?
A 19?
A 19? Damn it, Aisha. I thought you was gonna follow up with it.
Hey, man.
Right, everybody said it, but
I said Glock 19. The King said it. The Billy said it. Did I say that? Aisha said.
I'm sorry. I was gonna say I had a KJ moment. Y'all see where he gets it from?
KJ.
Oh, Lord.
True international average of pressure.
Yeah,
God.
but we thinking about doing that 19, man. We've been thinking about it for a while, but I was like, man, do we really want to do the 19, man? But yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and do a Glock 19.
19 is my favorite stop. The 19 do feel good, so I ain't gonna lie. My 17 feel better, but the 19
M18.
Oh man, that's the SIG 320, bro.
Oh, that's Smith and Wesson, though. I'm just saying.
P320.
Yeah.
Can't leave on my XD. My XD.
You own 4 19s, bro. Why?
Hey, that don't sound like Mike.
Right.
Bro, right. Bro,
Every
Mike,
time.
Show me that on the other side. What's that? Sean said, Mike, you bought that 19 twice already. Okay.
He was like, but I just love the way this feel. I was like, but you just bought one.
I mean, like, Mike, what the fuck?
He was like, man, but
Loves it, bro.
favorite gun, man. He was like,
I
you
ain't
keep
gonna lie.
looking at it like you ain't never seen it before. He literally has it on his hip.
That 43X was crazy that we sold him.
Oh, yeah.
That 43
In the
actually
FDE color. Whoa, my
yeah.
God.
That was tough.
Yeah.
2 Gen 4s and 2 Gen 5s.
Yeah,
Why
everybody need a. I don't know.
I mean, I've been waiting for our BTSA, color custom specialist to paint my 17, but he be busy, doing stuff.
Look at his face.
What? Me?
I mean, he painted his own SIG to match his rifle, but
I'm actually about to paint I need to paint Sean Jones again because he had to.
Oh, okay. I asked him to paint my 17. You go straight to Sean Jones. Okay.
No, you mean you fucked up my stuff. Right, talk about I've been having problems with my stuff. You broke my stuff.
With your old strong ass.
I didn't.
Can't even move my fucking stuff no more.
That shit is a fixed.
I'm still mad over it. Chat, do you see what the fuck he just did to me? I said, I give him props like I'm waiting for King to paint my Joan. He painted his Joan. Yeah, man, I still got to paint Sean Joan. I'm gone, bro.
Ken, I agree with you.
But I mean, I like my black and
I paint my own shit. I'm gonna melt some crayons down. Paint the shit out.
That's the new Cerakote.
Oh, God.
Hey, you sit there mad as bitch. My fucking slime won't come.
Hey, good night, Ben, man. Holla at you, big dog, man. I
night, big
appreciate
dog.
you tuning in with us, bro.
That is funny. Y'all are
Yeah,
hilarious.
man. No, but no, shout out to everybody, man.
Just had so much, he bought another one.
We got some special things coming, man. And I also, man, before we get off, I got a special announcement.
Me, Sean, and King getting married.
we have now absorbed and have a working partnership with Manos Ammo, now a part of the Virginia Tactical brand. So it's big news.
With that being said,
you know, all your hard to find calibers.
Also, bro, throw in there, brother. We throwing y'all deals, brother. That ain't nobody taking advantage of.
Man, how y'all missing 15% though?
Month deals for everybody out there. We had 10% off, 15% off. What more y'all want from us, bro?
Yeah, we really went nuts for 15% off. Like that shit was literally dropping like $80 off guns.
$80
crazy.
off, bro.
Like there's a few people out there, you know, some of the inside hands that you know that really understood. Like bro, people was getting Glock. People got a Gen 5 Glock 19 for like $520.
522.
Got a Hellcat Pro for like $522. Like, you know, people like it was some nuts that we did, man. You know,
but y'all ain't hearing this. It's all gravy though, bro.
Yeah.
When that damn sale go off, and y'all
better
like,
get the VR15 for y'all.
how much
Before that get the 1,000%. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
But yeah,
but then
man.
They don't see it. But then, goddamn, when that junk go back up to $600, oh, that's a really good price, motherfucker. Piss me off.
But we still got 10% off on all firearms through Thursday. But yeah, man. So, you know, we have absorbed Manos Ammo, man, and we have a good relationship and a good partnership. And we're gonna really dive into that over the next month. And so, you know, for all your hard to find calibers, your 10 mils and you know, all your 357s and all of that type of stuff, man, is about to be available to you. You know, so, you know, I might start stocking more 10 mils. I thought about getting a Glock 29 in the shop today. You know, so yeah, that's big for us, you know. So I'm excited about that. You know, John with Manos Ammo, man, he's a good dude, you know, and you know, we really talked for a long time to see how we can get this deal done, and we got it done. So, you know, only upward from here. So yeah, you know, we're gonna get a lot done. Anyway.
Yeah, I need that 10 reserve face for the ship charge. Facts. You can pay for that ship.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, right. You know, so yeah, man, big stuff, big news in store, man, and we got a bunch of stuff that we ain't gonna tell you about yet, but just know, you know, in a couple months, I'm gonna need all y'all support, man, to come on out and spend the day with us. But you know, it's coming soon, though. It's coming soon. You know, we're gonna have a good time. It's gonna be a big event. It's gonna be a big event.
We make sure we tell Tuck in time so he can take off from work.
And he's still gonna find a reason to not be there. Oh man, I gotta go buy a turkey for Thanksgiving.
Like it's September.
Right.
Oh, I gotta put him a Christmas tree. Boy, it's August.
Hilarious.
Please do.
Funny.
Yeah, man. So it's gonna be big, man. Like I hope so. Once we put that word out, man, I hope to see everybody there. We going all out, man. You know, my guy Mark Chopper, of course, he's gonna be there. But yeah, man, we got some hella stuff to unravel. But you know, let's go ahead and wrap it up. So we got concealed carries classes this weekend. Saturday. One spot left at 10 and 2 p.m. is full. We got classes on Sunday, you know, for the range and defensive shooting, things like that. Yeah. So think about that. Think about that. If you got any questions, you know who to call. Ghostbusters.
Can I be the black guy?
Yeah, he was whack. Was that what his name? Winston.
Like that.
I thought that in Winston.
We'll talk about Ernie Hudson.
Somebody want to be Winston, but yeah, man. Other than that, Next week, though, we finally back at a show. Thank God.
Let's get it. I've been waiting
You know,
for that.
Chantilly, man. Man, golly.
It's about to be love in there.
It's about to be love, man.
It's about to be love in there.
Tuck said you the ghost.
You got the juice now.
Oh man. So yeah, finally back at the show. And then Hampton right after that. So
that's what I'm saying. We're going to Chantilly. We coming back with a bang too, bro. Chantilly. Let's get it.
Yeah, so got to get ready for that long ass weekend, but it's still gonna be good to see the folks out there.
You know it's gonna be busy because people trying to get these deals, trying to get it for these laws coming to play.
I just put in some crazy orders today, like some crazy orders, man. So I got a bunch of stuff coming. You know, some this week and part of next week. So, what the fuck?
It's past y'all bedtime.
Right.
It's past y'all bedtime.
We up for another hour.
Yeah, no.
Boy, y'all hop off. I'm gonna stay live. I'm like, so what's your take on breast implants? It been line to After Dark with this.
Call it Tactical After Dark.
Tactical.
Oh my God.
But anyway, man,
y'all see what me and Aisha got to deal with. Like, I don't think people really understand what we deal
I like
with.
booty. I like booty. Booty was more important than water. What the hell?
Close it out.
Quiet, bro.
Close it out.
Girl, that's a booty house.
Don't you close it out.
Girl, that's a booty house.
Listen, we come to the realization
it's time
that Hakeem, Sean, and myself are getting married. This is what's going to happen.
Right, tell them, Tuck. Like they like this shit.
Y'all like the show. Facts.
If it holds near and dear to you that you like to be able to, anyway, we're going to get a lot done.